I can't believe this actually happened. I didn't hear about this until I think Jimmy Bones mentioned this to me this morning, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This actually happened on the White House lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Everybody's probably already heard about this by now, but if you're living under a rock like I was today, maybe this will be your first exposure.
Well, Tim Pool covered it earlier, so I saw his show.
Video shows Troon influencer going topless on White House lawn at Biden Pride Month celebration. Because, the adults are back in charge, right?
Because reasons.
Troon influencer Rosa Montoya sparked online discussion debate after showing his bare chest at the White House's Pride Month celebration. Trans rights are human rights. Oh my gosh.
Synthetic vaginas.
Yeah, I love this here. At last, decency has been returned to the White House. Check this out. Maybe we'll get banned. Maybe we won't. We'll see what happens.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you. Can we take a little video? Hi, Mr. President.
The thing is like, this person may be able to pass muster from a distance, but as soon as he opens his mouth and you hear that voice, you're like, somebody's playing dress up.
Yeah, and here's another thing I've noticed. The trans men take it to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look, you see the hand with the long nails,
Oh, yeah.
all of the craziness.
Yeah. That's one of the things that really cracks me up is the same people who are saying that gender norms are outdated, they're traditionalistic, they're bad, they're evil, we need to dispense with them immediately. They're the first ones to grab onto them with both hands as soon as you're talking about this stuff, because trans women are caricatures of femininity. And the same goes for the trans men. They look like caricatures of masculinity. They look like somebody really doing everything they can, but it's never going to be natural.
No. And listen, if I'm walking around out there in the big world and somebody's dressed up like a woman and they look like a woman, and I see that maybe they're not, I'm still going to call them ma'am.
Yeah, I'll call you Mary or whatever your name is.
Yeah, I mean, what's up, ma'am? I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's just basic common courtesy.
If
But that's as far as it's going.
Yeah, if you've gone the distance
Yeah.
and you look the part, whatever, I don't care.
I don't give a shit either.
Just leave the kids out of it.
That's right. Leave the kid. Oh, my
It's
God.
hilarious that now leave the kids out of it is considered a legitimate attack on a community. Let me tell you something. If leave the kids alone is an attack, that community is worth being attacked. Not physically. I'm not encouraging violence or anything. I'm just saying attack it with relentless mockery and exposure for the truth.
Well, there's a big fight going on now with Activision. Have you heard about that?
The video game company, no.
Well, apparently a big streamer did a Twitter comment.
Oh, yeah. He said the same thing,
And all
right?
he said is
Just
leave the kids
alone.
out of it.
Yeah.
And they banned him. They took his stuff
Yep.
off their shop. And
That's where that's coming from.
I mean, listen, if you play video games, you need to, just get rid of Call of Duty.
Bye-bye, Activision.
Yeah. I mean, I've already deleted mine off my Xbox.
I still don't forgive them for Ghostbusters on NES, so Activision can smoke my taint, all right? Let's see the rest of this
That's a little
shite.
savage.
I'm really actually surprised that somebody willingly walked up to Joe Biden and wasn't terrified of getting
I wonder
snipped.
if he smelled her hair.
I probably did.
It is an honor.
his hair.
Trans rights are human rights.
You could just smell the... Yeah, see, look at this. We got zipper tits and fake tits. Yeah, the grown-ups are back in the White House, ladies and germs.
I mean, this is disgraceful. It really is.
And apparently now this person has been banned from returning to the White House, and they're trying to pretend to be the victim. Of course.
Of course.
This is actually pretty new to the point where I didn't even have the chance to add it to the sources. But here is the here is the dealio. Blair White apparently tweeted about it. Yep, trans influencer Rose Montoya banned from the White House after going topless at Pride event. Banned, just like we may be after this stream.
Well, listen, I really don't care what they do. Just stop pushing it on me. Leave the children alone. All right. Ideally, I want to see you get the help that you need.
That's really all it is. Yeah.
So you can move on with your life and do, great things instead of playing the perpetual victim because people don't want to acknowledge your imaginary friend.
Yeah. We've been saying it for months. Help, not hormones.
Yeah.
The kids don't need hormones, and we're going to get into exactly why they don't need it later.
Yeah,
Oh, you're going to
love this one.
But in the meantime, the White House, I mean, they actually put the U.S. flag in a subservient position to the demon flag.
That's absolutely reprehensible.
Yeah, White House appears to have violated U.S. flag code by flying a Progress Pride flag in position of prominence. And by the way, the white part stands for kid fucking.
Yep.
Just in case you didn't know.
Pedophilia.
Yes.
All right, now hang on. For those of you that are not religious or spiritual, the rainbow, when you look at the good book, was actually put in place as a promise to mankind, that the man upstairs wouldn't flick us off the earth like a booger again. All right. Now, the forces of evil, because that's exactly what's going on here. This is a spiritual warfare.
Yep.
Have hijacked that's one of the top symbols that's mentioned in the Bible to represent this evil grooming bullshit.
And now we have an entire month devoted to the worst of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, listen. 2 years before it was 2016, I had to plan an annual training for the unit, and we went to Massachusetts, to Boston. And unfortunately, I effed up, and it was during a gay pride event.
Oh, no.
Everyone in my unit was like, hey, you trying to tell us something, Bob? I'm literally like,
no.
Fuck off.
It smells like poop wounds in here.
But they're everywhere.
It smells like poop wounds and meat socks.
No,
Anybody,
listen, I mean...
Anybody got an air freshener?
Yeah.
Anybody got one hanging from their nose ring or their belly button ring?
But the thing is, like, nobody messed with me. Nobody pushed anything to me. I don't give a shit. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean,
now it's a whole month instead of a week. It used to be a day, and then it was a week, and then they took gay, and then they hijacked the word pride.
Well, it's almost like they're taking their own bullshit argument seriously when you ask them, where's Straight Pride Month? Well, every month is Straight Pride Month. That's where we're heading with this shit.
Yeah. And I am tickled pink that those silent majority are starting to move over move away from this and against it, actually.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, Bud Light's is down 28%, not 24%.
Oh, yeah, over Memorial Day weekend, their sales dipped 60%.
Yeah, Target's getting crushed.
Wow. Kohl's is on the way down. Everybody who has signed on
check this out.
to this BlackRock ESG bullshit is suffering.
Did you hear that our favorite coffee company that serves the unicorn cum in a cup?
Star Dollars?
Basically the chocolate starfish coffee place.
The unicorn cum.
They banned all Pride shit from their stores.
Good.
I just saw that on Tim Pool too. I was like, oh yeah, it's getting lively. And listen, we need to push this and stomp this out of the mainstream.
Yes.
It never should have been allowed to get this bad.
Yeah, I mean, the BlackRock people have gone on record admitting that this is about forcing behavior.
Yes.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks.
And this is fucking America.
Damn right.
And we don't like to get told what to fucking do. So suck it.
Well, I think that earned one of these. Yeah.
Now, listen. If you're a young individual out there and someday you want to have children, you need to go up to the front line to combat this, because if you don't, guess what's going to happen to your kids?
Yeah.
They're going to get warped. They're going to have uncomfortable, horrible lives that might end in suicide, which is going to emotionally and wreck you.
Amen. Ugh. And like I said, we're going to get into that in pretty good detail in a little bit. But first, here is the flag code violation. This comes from Cornell Law School. Flag of the United States of America should be at the center and at the highest point of the group when a number of flags of states or localities or pennants of societies are grouped and displayed from staffs. So we are most definitely in violation of flag code here. It has been. And for who? For who? The topless troons?
Yeah.
The people who are insisting that they're not trying to groom your kids while twerking in front of their faces with their ball sacks hanging out of miniskirts?
And when this thing first started, the trans people were 1/3 of 1% of the gross population.
Yeah.
And now it's sitting like 2 or 3%.
It's a little nuts, yeah.
Yeah. It is getting out of hand, and we need, listen, I just want people to live their life and be happy. And if you are Abby normal, the chances of that happening go way down.
Every time you say Abby Normal, I replay that scene from Young Frankenstein.
So do I. I love that movie.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.